project here with two recorded bass parts. One was run through an amplifier mic'd up and the other through a DI box. Although they are recordings of the exact same take, the two tracks are out of phase. An easy way to listen out for phase issues is to isolate your takes, whether they be bass, vocals, guitar, etc. The two tracks should sound louder and fuller together. If the takes are out of phase, the combined sound will be thinner. So solo the two tracks together at first, and then one after the other to see how they sound. In the case of my takes, I can hear that the combined sound is weaker together. If I zoom in, I can also visually see that when the waveform of my first track is at the start of a cycle, the track beneath is at the opposite stage. So what next? One thing you can do is use a plugin. Most DAWs will have some version of phase inversion that can be applied to a track. This will just flip the waveform so that it matches the cycle of the other track. It should immediately sound fuller, and you can A/B the inversion button to hear the difference with and without. There's also a much easier manual way of sorting out the issue. It just involves nudging one track on your timeline to match the cycles of the other. While one track is on a positive upwards curve in its waveform cycle, the other is on a negative downwards curve. So here you're using your eyes as well as your ears. By zooming in and nudging one of the tracks, you can match them so that the waves are both at the same positive and negative points throughout. Again, just try soloing the tracks, one after the other, to see how it sounds, and then all together. And don't forget to play both of these tracks with the other components in your mix too to hear how they sound all together. Some other things to consider in your mix that might cause phasing issues to look out for are panning. This can sometimes mask any issues if you have two of the same track that are the exact same frequency, but they're hidden, or the problem is hidden because they are panned in different directions. So that's something to listen out for before you get to the panning stage of your mix. Also be careful with stereo widening plugins as well. As great as they can be for your mix, sometimes these can introduce issues by going a step too far.